Good afternoon, everyone. Respected
Good
Principal Ma'am,
afternoon.
with your kind permission, shall we start the program? Respected Principal Ma'am.
Yes, you can.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. शुभ अपराह्न बेला में केंद्रीय विद्यालय क्रमांक कोलाबा परिवार आदरणीय आचार्य महोदया, उप प्राचार्य महोदय, मुख्य अध्यापिका महोदया व समस्त शिक्षक साथियों के साथ इस ऑनलाइन खेल उत्सव में आप सभी का स्वागत करते हैं, अभिनंदन करते हैं और साथ ही इस बेला पर आपके उत्तम स्वास्थ्य की मंगल कामना करते हैं। वर्ष 2020 को सकारात्मक रूप से अविस्मरणीय बनाने के लिए आज दिनांक 29 अगस्त को राष्ट्रीय खेल दिवस का आयोजन केंद्रीय विद्यालय संगठन द्वारा संपूर्ण भारतवर्ष में किया जा रहा है, जो कि भारतवर्ष की शान हॉकी के महानायक पद्म भूषण से सम्मानित हॉकी के पितृ पुरुष, हॉकी के जादूगर मेजर ध्यानचंद को समर्पित है। इनका जन्म 29 अगस्त 1905 को इलाहाबाद में हुआ था, अतः इनके जन्म दिवस को राष्ट्रीय खेल दिवस के रूप में मनाते हैं। इन्हें सेना में सूबेदार, लेफ्टिनेंट, कैप्टन, अंततः मेजर की उपाधि से सम्मानित किया गया। इस वर्ष भी इस विशेष दिवस को उसी उत्साह के साथ हम मनाने जा रहे हैं, लेकिन नवीन पद्धति के साथ हम आज इस दिवस को मनाएंगे। तो आइए आगाज करते हैं आज के कार्यक्रम का ऑनलाइन नेशनल स्पोर्ट्स डे सेलिब्रेशन 2020।
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. We are all gathered here today for celebrating National Sports Day. This day brings new energy in the hearts and minds of the children. This day is marked with great joy and discovering the inner talent of a child in the fields of sport. But this year, we are celebrating this day in a very different way. Due to the pandemic of COVID-19, we have to celebrate this day in an online mode. But even in this pandemic, our students are trying their best to remain fit and healthy. They have participated in Fit India Freedom Run. They are running daily and trying to get freedom from obesity, laziness, stress, anxiety, and diseases. A lot of students from our Vidyalaya have participated in sports quiz and poster making competition with soaring enthusiasm and great zeal. Physical education makes every child stronger and every life longer. Now I would like to invite our physical and health education teacher, Mrs. Vandana Sonkar, to tell us about the hockey visit Major Dhyanchand.
वंदना ने ज्वाइन ही नहीं किया।
नमस्कार आदरणीय प्रिंसिपल मैडम, मुख्य अतिथिगण, अभिभावकगण एवं टीचर्स और मेरे प्यारे बच्चों। जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि आज 29 अगस्त है। 29 अगस्त के दिन हम महान जादूगर, हॉकी के जो महान जादूगर हैं मेजर ध्यानचंद जी का जन्मदिन मनाते हैं। उनका जन्म स्थान इलाहाबाद है और नमस्कार आदरणीय प्रिंसिपल मैडम, मुख्य अतिथिगण, अभिभावकगण एवं टीचर्स और मेरे प्यारे बच्चों। जैसे कि आप जानते हैं कि आज 29 अगस्त है। 29 अगस्त के दिन हम महान जादूगर, हॉकी के जो महान जादूगर हैं मेजर ध्यानचंद जी का जन्मदिन मनाते हैं। उनका जन्म स्थान इलाहाबाद है और 29 अगस्त 1905 में उनका जन्म हुआ था। वह कुशवा मौर्य परिवार के थे। उनके पिता का नाम सोमेश्वर सिंह था। वो ब्रिटिश इंडिया आर्मी में सूबेदार के रूप में कार्यरत थे। उनके 2 भाई थे, वह भी हॉकी खेलते थे, जिसमें से स्वरूप सिंह जो हैं वो काफ़ी अच्छी हॉकी खेलते थे और इसी के साथ वो ध्यानचंद जी भी हॉकी खेलने लगे और 1922 में 16 साल की उम्र में वह आर्मी ज्वाइन कर लिया। आर्मी ज्वाइन करने के बाद वह हॉकी को बहुत अच्छा खेलने लग गए थे, हॉकी को बहुत पसंद करने लग गए। मेजर ध्यानचंद जी भी खेलते थे और हॉकी खेलते थे। लांस नायर ने बताया, मेरा नाम ध्यानचंद है, मैं आर्मी में काम करता हूँ। लांस लायल ने बताया, मेरा नाम ध्यानचंद है, मैं आर्मी में काम करता हूँ। तभी दुनिया का तानाशाह उनको बोला, ध्यानचंद, तुम्हारे देश ने तुम्हें क्या दिया है? तुम्हारे देश ने तुम्हें क्या दिया है? आज भी सूबेदार हो, जर्मनी आ जाओ, एयरफील्ड मार्शल बना दूंगा। जर्मनी आ जाओ, एयरफील्ड मार्शल बना दूंगा। आज ही जर्मनी आ जाओ, तुम्हारे देश ने तुम्हें क्या दिया है? अब बात देश की आ गई थी, अब बात देश की आ गई थी। मेजर ध्यानचंद ने कहा, उनको कहा, साहब मिस्टर हिटलर, मेरे देश की जिम्मेदारी नहीं, मुझे आगे बढ़ाएं। ये मेरी जिम्मेदारी है कि मैं अपने देश को आगे बढ़ाऊं। अपने देश को आगे बढ़ाने की मैं अपने देश से ही खेलूंगा, मैं अपने देश से ही खेलूंगा। जय हिंद। बच्चों, जैसा कि आपने देखा ध्यानचंद जी के बारे में, वो कितना ज्यादा खेल के प्रति समर्पित थे। उन्होंने रात न देखा, दिन नहीं देखा, वो हर दम हॉकी खेलते थे। ऐसे ही हमारे बच्चों को भी अपनी रुचि खेल की तरफ बढ़ाना चाहिए, अपना और अपने देश का नाम ऊपर करना चाहिए, जिससे हमारे को अच्छे अच्छे बच्चे मिल सके और फिजिकल फिट रहें। और अभी जो समय चल रहा है कोरोना काल का, उसमें तो आपको डेली ही एक्सरसाइज करना है और प्राणायाम करना है, जिससे कि आप स्वस्थ रहें और मास्क लगा के रखें, अपने हाथों को साफ करके रखें और अपना ध्यान रखें, अपने देश का ध्यान रखें। जय हिंद, धन्यवाद।
A hearty welcome to one and all on the occasion of National Sports Day, which is celebrated every year on 29th of August in order to commemorate the birth anniversary of Major Dhyan Chand, the hockey legend of India, popularly known as Hockey Ke Jadugar. This year we are celebrating his 115th birth anniversary in a very unique way. We all know that the whole world is facing this unprecedented situation created due to COVID-19 pandemic. This has forced us to close our schools and run virtual schools through online classes. Children, I know you all are missing your schools, but let me tell you that your school is also missing you very badly. By now, most of us have adjusted to the situation created due to Corona and have started calling this as the new normal situation, where we all have become habituated to the use of face mask, use of face sanitizer, maintaining social distancing norms whenever we go out. But out of all this, the best thing is to stay home and stay healthy. That is why we have been conducting online classes for our students in order to take care of their academics. At the same time, various online competitions are also being organized by Ministry of Education in order to take care of all-round development of the students. And celebration of this National Sports Day today in this online manner is an example of it. I know we all are missing our outdoor activities. Children are missing the playground of their schools. Evening walks are missed by all of us. But I know we all are mentally so strong that we will be able to face this situation boldly. The life skills play a major role here. They help us to find happiness even in the challenging situation. So children, always think positively in various situations faced in your life. Presently, you must enjoy the ample time that you are getting to spend with your family members. Never think in a negative way because that may lead you to depression. Don't get disheartened. Try to learn something new even in this challenging situation. Develop some new hobbies, nurture them, and always keep yourself engaged. You should try to enjoy the indoor activities and indoor games like Ludo, snakes and ladders, chess, carom, skipping ropes, and do the exercises, PT and yoga asanas that you have learned at the school. You may also use your creativity to develop some new indoor games, which you can enjoy with your siblings, with your parents or your grandparents. We all know that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. So we need to take care of our physical health, and games and sports play a major role here. Remember, children, the activities conducted under SBSB, that is Swasth Bachche Swasth Bharat in the school. Presently, you can try those activities at your place, improve in those activities, excel in those activities that you can perform at your home. Do you remember how we celebrated this day last year? Let me remind you, last year on 29th August 2019, our Honorable Prime Minister launched the Fit India movement from the Talkatore Stadium in New Delhi. We had made arrangements last year for our students to watch this program live from the school only. This year again you are getting opportunity to participate in Fit India movement by recording the distance covered by you, either by walking or running at your home from 15th of August to 2nd October 2020, for which you will be getting an e-certificate of participation from the Government of India. At last, I request all of you that you must take these physical activities, games and sports seriously, and you all must devote at least 1 hour daily to the play or physical activities. This will not only enhance your physical strength, but will also boost your immunity power, which is very much required in today's challenging time. With these words, my best wishes to all of you. Jai Hind.
जीत का इनाम लाए हैं, जीत का इनाम लाए हैं, दोस्ते मनाएंगे हम, जोर से मनाएंगे हम, जोर से
Respected KV's authorities, Principal Madam, parents, and teachers. Greetings to you all on National Sports Day. We know that a healthy mind resides in a healthy body. Our elders used to tell us that Pehla Sukh Nirogi Kaya, which means that the first among all the happiness is a healthy body. With the coronavirus outbreak, we are all confined within our houses. Cooped up all day in our houses, gazing at the computer screen and attending online classes, we have become victims of circumstances. Slouching on the study table, squinting our eyes at the mobile screen, and feeling grumpy and tired are just a few effects clearly pointing towards the deterioration of our health. But you may ask, with the national lockdown and with the new normal of social distancing guidelines in force, are we to blame ourselves for our ill health? And here comes the role of physical fitness at home. Let me share my experience on behalf of all the students of KV1 Kolaba. Firstly, we were encouraged to maintain our health with the Fit India movement. We believe that the body achieves what the mind believes. So, everything is there in the mind. You just need to focus your mind on the goal of fitness. It's a well-known proverb. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. In the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, the best remedy is to improve one's immunity. Wondering how on earth we ensure physical fitness at home? Let me tell you how. Getting up early in the morning and practicing pranayama did wonders for our body. It is the ancient knowledge of our forefathers that has enlightened the world. But unfortunately, we forgot it. And there are pranayams for almost every ailment. There are many ways of doing them. One needs to just stick to any chosen way. Our yoga asanas are a wonderful way to make our body flexible and boost immunity. And there are plenty of yoga asanas to strengthen every part of the body. We performed many exercises at our home in very less space. Skipping, stationary jumping, stretching, bending, push-ups, squatting, kicking, punching, twisting, etc. are many such exercises which we practiced without the requirement of any tool or equipment. We remembered that consistency is the key to success. We walked while on a call, took a break between homework, stretching and walking for even 15 minutes boosted our metabolism. Downloading apps helped us track our health. We measured the distance covered, the calories burned, our heart rate and pulse, and watched our progress shoot up with a dedicated schedule. There are plenty of such apps available on the internet. And then, when you're exhausted, on the verge of quitting, we remembered. The same voice that says, give up, can be trained to say, keep going. Being healthy is not about the calories we burn, but the calories we consume. And so, we didn't eat less, we ate right. Instead of heaping our plate with a ton of food of one kind, we had small amounts of many things. We refrained from being dependent on vitamin pills. They were used as a last resort when nothing else worked. of sweetened beverages. We included more protein in our diet by consuming milk, pulses, and eggs. We avoided baked, processed, or frozen food. Nothing beat home-cooked meals sprinkled with warmth and love. We ate plenty of fiber-rich fruits and vegetables. We were regular with our meals. We had early dinners at least 2 to 3 hours before sleep. We munched on nuts or fruits instead of fried snacks. We were surprised to notice that they were just as scrumptious. Those of us with a sweet tooth had dried figs, apricots, dates, and dark chocolate instead of cakes, pastries, and toffees. Now, why dark chocolate? Because this, unlike the regular chocolate that we ate, had antioxidants that were just what we needed for a healthy heart. Lastly, we were healthy emotionally. We were grateful. We count our blessings daily, acknowledge the good things and good deeds in our life. We love ourselves enough to live a healthy lifestyle. And when the going gets tough, we remember, tough times don't last, tough people do. Having tracked our physical health and being motivated to nourish our body by the Fit India movement, we have made physical fitness at home a part of our daily routine and saved ourselves from the dreaded coronavirus. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
A very good afternoon to respected Principal Madam, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Jagdish Krishna, respected Vice Principal Sir, respected HM Madam, respected PHE Madam, and my dear colleagues and dear students. On the occasion of National Sports Day, which is celebrated on 29th of August every year, which happens to be a birth anniversary of legend Major Dhyan Chand. On this day, nation converts its stars in sports with various recognition and prestigious awards like Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, Arjuna Award, Dhyan Chand Award, and to their coaches and instructors, Dronacharya Award, held at an iconic ceremony in iconic Rashtrapati Bhavan. I thank our Principal Madam, our PHE Madam for providing me an opportunity to speak on fitness and wellness through sports. First of all, let me start by myself. I would like to share my own experience. Throughout my childhood, I practiced sports. You have seen me teaching in classroom regularly, but before joining Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, I practiced sports, that is football, in various level, cluster level, regional level. In fact, I even represented Delhi State in SGFI under 14 and under 17 competitions held at national level. But before joining KVS, when I was representing Delhi University in football, I met with an injury and doctor advised me to stop playing football. And new phase of my life begins. When I joined KVS, something was missing. But when I realized that KVS provides many opportunities to enhance your personality, and I came to know about national level various sports competitions. So I enrolled myself with the help of our PHE Madam, and I represented Mumbai Regional Office in national level volleyball competition for staff held at Bhubaneswar in 2018. And I am still practicing various sports in my today's life. So that's all about myself. Now let's talk about today's scenario. We are almost in a war-like situation. We are fighting an invisible enemy which can't be seen and can bring a big disaster in everyone's life. No matter how much money you have, no matter how much hospitality you can avail in five-star hospitals, but still the only weapon we all are having right now is our immunity, and we can only sharpen that weapon by playing various sports or by practicing various exercises. So hence in today's scenario, importance of fitness and wellness enhanced a lot. It's very difficult task to form a timetable and to discipline yourself by practicing various exercises at a specific time. But the only simple solution to improve your fitness and the practical one is by practicing any sports or games. But what we are going through is many students are playing games, but not physical games on the field, but in their laptops or computers or mobile phones. They are addicted to mobile phones, they are addicted to computers, they are addicted to laptops. And these types of games, gives a reverse effect what we get from the sports in the ground. There's an old saying, sound mind is always there in a sound body or physique. What it tells is, if you are healthy, you can think in a better way, you can act better, you can behave better, you can be a better citizen of our country. And there are various steps to enhance or achieve fitness, and the simplest and the most practical one is to practice any sports of your choice. The simplest and possible thing to involve exercises is playing games. All your muscles, all your health can be relied on playing various sports. You can just play sports and everything in your life will be easy. Nowadays we are surrounded with so much negative energy that it is creating a lot of harmful effect on our mind as well as on our body. But if you practice sports, it can have a very positive mindset and it can build a very positive attitudes about other harmful or about any other things. There are various advantages of sports. So let me talk about few ones. If you practice any sport, you will never have any physical or mental imbalance. Nowadays, throughout the world, you are watching that many of the youngsters are committing suicides because this type of scenario has created a lot of mental imbalance in their life. And the best way to keep your mind at peace is by practicing any sports or indulging yourself in any exercise. The other advantage of sports is that you follow rules and regulation. Each and every sports have their specific rules and regulations, which helps us to follow these type of regulations, and if we don't, then we get penalized. And if we practice these rules and regulations, these things helps us to create discipline in our life. Let's talk about today's government. What is government suggesting? That one should not be, one should not come out from his home unless or until he have any specific work. And to stay at home and practice various other physical exercise, it requires a lot of discipline. And this discipline can be developed by practicing any sport. One of the other advantage of playing sports is it helps us to cope up with the loss. Nobody in this life will teach you how to cope up with the loss, but you cannot win every time. You cannot win each and every time. What's the use of living a life if you are provided with every winning situations? So you must know how to cope up with the losses, and you must have power to come back. So in our own life, we cannot win every time. We cannot just win every time. Sometimes we lose, and it is very, you can say that it is very tough to come back from these type of situations. But the best way to develop this type of situation is by playing sports. You can develop this type of attitude by playing sports. Other advantage of practicing sports is cooperation and teamwork. Sports help us to build good relations with others, which helps us our social life. And if we have a sound social life, that will help us to being a good and strong mental and emotional fitness. Nowadays, sports helps us to develop emotional quotient. What is emotional quotient? Emotional quotient is how you control or how you manage your emotions. Earlier there was a saying that if you have a high IQ, you can rule the world. But nowadays, you go to any job, you go to any work, it's all about controlling your emotions. So the current scenario has changed that definition, and right now it is emotional quotient is more important than intelligent quotient. And sports helps us to develop a strong emotional quotient. We all are part of Kendriya Vidyalayas, and one of the main aim of Kendriya Vidyalaya is to develop all-round personalities, not only to students as well as to teachers. So we should indulge ourselves in various sports. We should involve ourselves. We should practice various sports, and Kendriya Vidyalaya provides a lot of opportunities to develop all-round personalities. And sports is the best way to develop all these type of qualities, and it channelize your energy in a positive way, and it helps us to maintain a positive mindset. So these were all the advantages of sports. Sports have a huge impact on our fitness and our wellness. I would like to conclude myself with a small story. In earlier times, there was one intelligent old man.
मेरा केंद्रीय विद्यालय, तुम्हारा केंद्रीय विद्यालय, मेरा केंद्रीय विद्यालय, तुम्हारा केंद्रीय विद्यालय, मानवता निर्माण करे हमारा केंद्रीय विद्यालय, मेरा केंद्रीय विद्यालय, तुम्हारा केंद्रीय विद्यालय.
Hello everyone. Namaste. I am Jagdish Krishna, powerlifter of Indian Railways from Central Railway, Mumbai Division. I am a senior national champion as well as senior Asian champion and senior national record holder. I am in front of you guys to stamp my support for Fit India movement launched by our Honorable Prime Minister, saying that key to keeping India ahead is a healthy people, healthy family and a healthy society. Healthy man means healthy family, which ultimately leads to healthy society. This is the only way to new India. Whatever profession you are in, if you have to bring efficiency in your profession, then mental and physical fitness is so important. Whether it is a boardroom or a Bollywood or a Hollywood or any platform of sports, whoever is fit touches the sky. If your body is fit, your mind is fit. Nowadays, friends, in India, thousands of youths are affected by various lifestyle diseases like diabetes, high BP and mental stress. The main reason is that our youth are not health conscious. For this, we have to eat healthy and exercise daily. So this is going to be a very big bridge for future great India. So brothers and sisters, together, without any hesitation or any factors of differentiation against the government, we will or we have to support by self-getting in fitness as well as motivating others in your family and your neighborhood. We have to concrete this bridge together for a future great India. Jai Hind and Namaste.
Hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. Dhyan Chand is the most extraordinary, the greatest field hockey player. Let's take a look at the amazing journey of the wizard who was known for his superb ball control. The man who scored more than 400 goals in his career. The man responsible for earning 3 Olympic gold medals. Dhyan Chand was born on 29th August 1905 in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh, into a Maurya Khushwah family, to mother Sharda Singh and father Sameshwar Singh, who was in British Indian Army. His father was often transferred, so the family was exposed to different cities. This also became a hindrance as Dhyan Chand could not continue his education for long. His education stopped approximately after 6 years of schooling. The family then settled in Jhansi, Uttar Pradesh. His father got a small piece of land for his services. Dhyan Chand had two brothers, Roop Singh, also a player, and another brother, Mool Singh. What is interesting is the fact that when Dhyan Chand was young, he was not into sports. According to the reports, he loved wrestling. At the age of 16, he joined Indian Army, and at that time he used to practice after the duty hours and night. He waited for the moon so that the field would light up and helped increase the visibility. Due to this, it is believed that he was named Chand, literal meaning moon, by his fellow players. It was during 1922 to 1926 that he played hockey tournaments and regimental games in Army. Then he was selected in the team that was to go to New Zealand. The Indian Army team won 18 matches, drew 2 and lost only 1. When Dhyan Chand returned, he was promoted to Lance Nayak. The newly formed Indian Hockey Federation was making a team for the 1928 Amsterdam Olympics. In 1925, an inter-provincial tournament was held to select India's national field hockey team. Dhyan Chand got permission from the army to play for the United Provinces team. He was immediately noticed for his skills and was on the team for Olympics. The final match in Olympics took place on 26th May, with India facing the home team of the Netherlands. It was tough as top players were not well, including Dhyan Chand. Despite all odds, India won its first Olympic gold medal. Dhyan Chand was the top scorer of the tournament, scoring 14 goals in 5 matches. It was stated that this is not a game of hockey but magic. Dhyan Chand is in fact the magician of hockey. He was then automatically selected for the 1932 Los Angeles Olympics. India's first match in the 1932 Olympics was against Japan, which it won on the score of 11-1. The team kept moving ahead and once again won the gold in finals. After the Olympics, the team went on an international tour covering United States, England and several other countries. By the end of the tour, India had won 34 matches out of 37, with Chand scoring 133 out of the 330 goals scored by India. He became the captain of the Indian hockey team in 1934 and he led the team to the 1936 Berlin Olympics. Dhyan Chand's magic again got a gold medal for India. This was India's third successive gold in field hockey. Let's take a look at his personal life. He got married to Janki Devi in 1936 and had 7 sons from his marriage. In 1956, at the age of 51, he retired from the army with the rank of a major. After he retired, he coached for a while, suffered from liver cancer. He died at the age of 74 on 3rd December 1979.
और इसी के साथ हम आप सभी के उत्तम स्वास्थ्य व उज्जवल भविष्य की मंगल कामना करते हैं और इस खेल पर्व की ऑनलाइन सभा के अंतिम पड़ाव से विदा लेते हैं। शत शत नमन, शत शत धन्यवाद सभी को।
Namaskar. Honorable KVS officers, Chairman and members Vidyalaya Management Committee, Mr. Jagdeep Krishna, guests, parents, respected Principal Madam, learned colleagues and my very dear students. It is a great honor for me to propose a vote of thanks to everyone who has contributed in one way or another in celebrating virtual National Sports Day 2020 in a befitting manner today. First of all, we would like to thank the KVS authorities for providing guidance and opportunity for the celebration of National Sports Day in our Vidyalaya, just in line with the National Sports Awards function, in which Honorable President of India, Mr. Ram Nath Kovind, is virtually honoring prominent sports personalities with elite awards, including Khel Ratna Arjun Award, Dronachar Award, and Dhyan Chand Awards. We are very grateful to Mr. Jagdish Krishna, power lifter from Indian Railways, for his inspiring words for our young sportsmen. We are very thankful to the parents who have joined us today for celebrations and for constantly encouraging the children by their support and supervision for not only the academics but also co-curricular and sports activities like quiz, essay, poster making, Fit India Run, etc. conducted by us from time to time. Major Dhyan Chand's life, his struggles and success will continue to motivate many more generations of ordinary countrymen to achieve the extraordinary with their hard work and efforts. We are proud of legendary hockey player Major Dhyan Chand and salute him today with deep respect. We are very grateful to our principal, Mrs. Shailja Tiwari. Without Madam's guidance, constant encouragement, and able leadership, all this would not have been possible at all. No celebration is complete without a touch of music and art. I extend my thanks to Mrs. Pratima Sehgal, our cheerful music teacher, for her Sports Day special song. Thanks a lot, ma'am. And Mrs. Archana Bhartaria for encouraging students to make colorful paintings depicting the importance of sports on the occasion today. There appear many small and big hurdles in whatever that we may strive to do in our lives. Mr. Sahil, thanks for sharing your personal experiences. Your experience really are full of struggles, success, and pleasant surprises. A lot of motivation for us teachers also. Ananya Pawar, the topper of recent CBSE Class 10th exams and a student of 11th Science stream, is a role model for others as she beautifully balances between academics, arts, sports, and fitness. Thanks, Ananya, for your feedback on fitness. COVID-19 and consequent restrictions have created new challenges in every field. But even at times as these, the real sportsman spirit nurtured in us in the past has benefited us with strength, alertness, wisdom, and the virtue of cooperation. Mrs. Vandana Sonkar, the physical education teacher, and all my colleagues have made this program a success with their skills, sincerity, and I must say, perfect teamwork. Thank you, everyone. Last and the most important come our all-rounder students. We just have no words to appreciate and thank the students for following our instructions and acting very promptly with their enthusiastic participation in the quiz and other competitions organized by us today. As always, we all bow our heads in gratitude to the Almighty for the innumerable blessings bestowed upon each of us, our students, their families, and all of us. Thank you. Namaskar.